Big week in the markets. Here's the 2-minute rundown you can't miss. Stocks kicked off strong. S&P 500 popped about 1.1%, the Dow added roughly 285 points, around 0.6%, and the Nasdaq led with a 1.8% jump. That's despite US-Iran tensions heating up after talks stalled. Wall Street basically shrugged and said, next. The star of the show? Software. Oracle ripped roughly 12% after a blowout move that has investors rethinking AI. Disruption or just the next upgrade cycle? Adobe climbed about 6.5%. Salesforce up nearly 4.8%. ServiceNow surged more than 7%. Buyers are finally putting money back into a group that's been under pressure all year. Banks opened earnings season with muscle. Citigroup posted its strongest quarterly revenue in a decade, about $24.6 billion, with earnings of $3.06 per share, beating expectations on both lines. JP Morgan also cleared the bar, earning roughly $5.94 a share on revenue north of $50.5 billion. Mixed pockets? Sure. But the heavyweights came to play. Oil is the wild card. WTI crude pushed back above $100, around $105 a barrel, with Brent near $103. That spike weighed on futures earlier. S&P 500 futures off about 0.6%. Nasdaq futures down roughly 0.7%, as traders priced in risk around potential shipping disruptions near the Strait of Hormuz. Energy costs are the swing factor to watch. Sentiment check. One top strategist says we may have already seen the lows for this conflict-driven sell-off, with money rotating back into pro-cyclical names and a potentially constructive setup into the second half of the year. Translation: cautious optimism is back, and crypto-adjacent stocks caught a tailwind from DC buzz. Circle jumped more than 9% as the Senate returned with the Clarity Act still in play, especially the stablecoin rules. Coinbase added over 2% on the same theme. Bottom line: software momentum, bank beats, oil risk, policy optimism are pushing and pulling this market. I'll keep it tight. Same time next update. Hit follow so you don't miss the next 2-minute market brief.